All right, gang, we've got a hell of a show planned. Honestly, maybe the best Mike and The Minifans has ever been. If you want a format change for the show, this might be the week that proved we should do it, because I think it was an awesome show. It was very fun. I'm sure I get drunk and slur my words at some point. I don't really remember. But we'll get to that in a second. But first I want to tell you about my friends at Broken T Virtual Golf. TheBrokenT.com. That's T-E-E. Stop by, get some lessons from PGA Pro, my guy Mark Kitchen. You can drink some craft brews. You can go there to have fun, or you can go there to work on your swing in the off season, whatever your pleasure is. And right now they have new Ion 3 cameras, and I've seen these in action, and it's pretty cool because it's very easy to break down your swing. So if you're actually working on your swing and you want to critique it a little bit, the new Ion 3 cameras are perfect for that. At TheBrokenT.com, that's T-E-E. Go to Broken T Virtual Golf in Lakeville, Massachusetts. Check them out. Tell them Mike and The Minifans sent you. Might save a little quiche. And enjoy the show. I think it's going to be a good one. I know it's going to be a good one because I've already done it, and this is after the fact. But make sure you check out Broken T Virtual Golf, all right?
Yeah. All right! This is Mike and The Minifans live from Madawaska. What's going on, everybody? These are my people. I don't know why they put the most disorganized, timid, unconfident human being in charge of a bunch of drunks on a Friday night, but I'm ready for it. I love it. And this is Mike and The Minifans with Kevin from Bristol, Lauren Lynn, and we're starting with Matt from Providence until he bores me. So how was everyone's drive up? This is going to be weird because I feel like I have to project, but it's not really a conversation, but I don't know. How was everyone's drive up? Matt, what'd you
Treacherous.
Treacherous.
It was dangerous. There were deer carcasses scattered all over the highway, 6 inches of snow, steep terrain. I don't know how we made it.
Who did you drive with?
Kevin from Bristol here, and our buddy Jay Pacheco over here from the Ramblers.
Oh, from the Ramblers.
Yeah.
Do you guys know each other at all or no?
They're good friends. I don't really know them at all.
That's so strange. So for me, that's so strange because like that's pretty much every day of my life where I'm uncomfortable. I might have to kind of, oh yeah, it's cool, yeah, no, awesome. Oh, no, I don't see well. I'm sorry. So like, is that weird for you having to do that?
We have a bond for life now.
Yeah.
We survived the trek up here. We're a family.
Do you know what was really uncomfortable for me is so I'm at the Inn of Acadia here in Madawaska.
As am I.
And I hear, oh, are you really?
Oh yeah.
All right.
We'll be partying
Keep that
later.
in mind. All right. So I'm in my room and I hear, oh, Kirk's so fucking funny. And I'm like, and they're like, I wonder where Blind Mike's staying. And I peek my head up. I'm like, hello, fellas. It's kind of like I'm a celebrity here, which is nice. You know, I don't get that feeling a lot.
Kind of. Currently, just ahead of Stacy, you're the biggest celebrity in Madawaska.
I don't. Stacy is here. Stacy. All right, enough. Stacy's here and is becoming a bigger star than me, which I don't really care for. I'm a little annoyed by it. And even she's making comments now. Like earlier, she said, oh yeah, you can get over to Canada as long as you have your license. Oh, you don't have a license. Like, oh, all right, Stacy, go fuck yourself. I'm going to skip Lauren Lynn for now because apparently you have a story to tell me of some kind.
Yeah, I'm sure it's interesting.
Kevin from Bristol, how was your ride up?
It was interesting.
Okay.
You know, we had some conversation. At times it can seem forced, it can seem a little awkward. And at one, I'm going to give you the God's on, balls on truth. I hear some commotion in the back. Matt has his pants down to his knees.
Of course, yeah.
And he's like, just like a Kirk Suburban. And I'm like, holy
You know
shit.
the reference, guys, right?
I'm like, this
You
guy
don't know
fucking
the reference, you shouldn't be here.
You know, it made me so happy.
I just
it
wanted
was
to
good.
be like my idol.
But do you feel, so like, it's you and your buddy and Matt from Providence. Do you feel a need to be like, so you comfortable, man? Like, what's going on? Like, do you feel a need to talk to him at all? Because that's what I would be so filling the dead space with uncomfortable chat.
I think I do that.
All
Whether
the
or
time?
not, yeah.
All the time?
I fill all the empty holes with uncomfortable chat, no matter where I am or who I'm with. I think if anyone met me, you know that I will just talk about nothing as much as I can.
But as we know, Mike, these guys are two talented musicians.
Yes.
So their taste in music was excellent.
Okay.
So we had great music riding up,
I like
filled
that.
with some conversation.
Okay.
You know?
And with the ride up with Justin was filled with late '90s punk bands. We got some 41. We got Blink 182, of course, Third Eye Blind, and then every
Green
once in a
Day?
while Justin would be like, this guy's number 38 on my list. Winks at me. So it was fun. Now, Lauren, I
Yeah.
understand you have some sort of story. I don't know what this is yet.
Well, I drove up by myself.
Okay,
and
that sounds awful.
Yeah, it was because I spun off the road, so my car spun twice and into the ditch, and of course I have no cell service. But apparently in northern Maine, the way is 3 cars pulled over immediately. Do you need help? Do you need help? So okay.
They're overly polite.
Good job,
couldn't
Mainers.
believe it. I couldn't believe it.
It's uncomfortable.
But I have
Southern hospitality, right, folks?
I have stranger danger, so this nice man, do you want to come sit in my truck while I call a tow? And I'm, so
And don't worry about it, sweetheart. Come on.
Hey, Lauren, that's the beginning of every good porn.
It was, so I had the
Until Alex Verdugo's waiting for you.
I had the near-death experience of
Topical.
spinning out into the ditch, and now I have the near-death experience in this stranger's truck because he, I said, I'm really impressed that people pulled over and offered to help, and he says, well, it's good to do the right thing sometimes, and then he looks at me, and I'm not even kidding, this is what he says, and sometimes the right thing is to use your weapons to protect your family. And I said, oh my God.
Hey, Trump 2020! MAGA!
I don't know how
No one's ever gonna see this. I can say whatever I want.
I thought you were going to say things take time.
I wish, but I mean, he was going to a very strange place. But fortunately, I was only off the road about 45 minutes, so
You drove it by yourself?
I did.
How long was your ride?
It should have been 5 hours. It was almost 9.
Okay, so you're not that far away though. Like you're in Maine area. I don't want to give away your.
I'm in central Maine, but I got all the bad weather because anyone under Portland, I would say, wasn't in the treacherous weather. The bad stuff was up above Bangor.
I did do some investigating today. But I need your guys' help.
Tennis.
I asked the front desk lady at my hotel. I said, the Madawaska High School situation. Just out of curiosity, where are the tennis courts located? Indoors or outdoors? She told me outdoors. I don't know if that proved anything. I don't remember what the story. Did Steve say the tennis courts were indoors or outdoors?
I think it proves what we already knew. Yeah, he said they.
Steve said they were indoors?
He said indoor. He said there was.
What the fuck did the man say?
He did say there was an indoor facility.
He said there was an indoor
He
facility?
may have said he played in both, but he
Well,
did say there was an indoor
Then he's a
facility.
liar, because you gotta go over the border to Canada, and I don't think any high schools are doing that.
No way.
This man is a liar. Where's Warden of the North? Expose this man. So I disproved one Steve lie.
Inside and outside. Is it? Yes.
Oh, fuck you. Is that Stacy? Stacy, get the fuck out of here with your Madawaska bullshit. No one wants to hear it. This is my show, Stacy.
That wasn't Stacy.
Oh, it's someone else?
She's in Stacy's posse.
Anyone in that area. You're all the same. All right. Any other stories from the ride up before we start with the actual show from yesterday or today, which I'm kind of interested in talking about?
No, I think we basically covered it. Everyone had a pretty difficult time getting here, I would assume. Yeah.
But it's worth it, isn't it? Worth it, guys?
Yeah.
How many people are in this room right now?
75,
70, 80?
approximate. Yeah.
That's a lot more than I would expect to be at Mike and The Minifans.
I mean, what do you think, Mike?
Props to coming out.
I think this weather situation kind of adds to the whole mystique of the weekend.
It does in a way. So my biggest problem is this show's not going up live, which I'm bummed about. And it also means, with our asshole fucking interns, that it's never going to go up at all. But if it gets up this weekend, I think that'll be cool, and I think it kind of adds to it that, it was a struggle. We scratched and clawed our way to getting a show out for you guys.
It's exactly what Kirk wanted it to be.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, you probably would have preferred a live episode so people at home could watch instead of just you drunk assholes. By the way, I gotta say, I know people don't like when I monologue. God forbid I talk on my own show. But I walk in here, shots of peanut butter whiskey, and a drink that Matt is promoting called, I don't care for this. Mama Geary's Cream.
The inventor is here. Who are the inventors of Mama Geary's?
Kirk's desk.
Oh, can I say this?
Hey, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So now when I walk in, I immediately am greeted with a shot of Mama Geary's Cream, which always goes down
As you
smooth.
should be, yeah.
But the best part was watching Mike drink Mama Geary's Cream. That made my whole weekend.
He was all for it.
pretty
I saw
good.
this happen.
It was pretty good.
He was trying not to drink before the show, but
Yeah, it
we
was
saw
not
it
bad.
happen.
I give props to whoever came early enough to make them put that on the menu for you.
Right there.
But did you guys get to listen on the? You had a long drive up. Did you get to listen to the show today or no?
Yeah,
I
I listened
did,
to it.
yep.
Listened to
little
about
of it.
3/4 of it. I hit the
What
rest
do
in
we
the
think?
hotel room.
So, here are my thoughts.
He already sounds smug. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Mike, your
he
job,
already
your
sounds
job
a
is
little
secure, my
smug here.
friend.
Listen,
You don't
you
got
know,
nothing to worry about.
guys, it's just not as easy to just walk. A lot of people think it's a cakewalk. Just to go in there, throw your coat on the chair, and start talking. Not quite that easy. You know, it's a hard job that I have.
Take your victory lap.
No, I mean, DEC and Matt are in a tough spot where it's like, anything. If the show sounds different at all, they're gonna get shit on. I thought DEC did all right, and I thought Matt did a great job the day I was in. He got a little too confident today.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Was
He
that
got
everyone's
shot
kind of
down real
consensus?
quick, though.
Yeah, he
Kirk
got
let
he
it
got
be
a little
known.
too confident today.
Well, and part of it with 2 subs today, it just feels different. It just sounds different. But
What it felt like to me was, you might be the right guy to talk to about this, Kevin. Were you in? If I remember right, there was a day at WEI where it was Kirk and a bunch of fill-ins, and you were one of them, right?
Yes.
No offense, it kind of felt like that.
Yeah, and I sucked fucking hard.
I don't know if that's true.
I did.
Who else was in with you? Was it just you and Kirk?
No, I think that was the day Albert from Rhode Island was there.
Okay.
Who was it's not a shtick with him.
He's just a maniac, right?
He's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But in between takes, like, listen,
People are booing him. We're in Madawaska, for Christ's sake.
don't talk to each other. He just kept talking to Kirk. I could see Kirk just turning red with rage.
I texted,
guy.
I was disappointed this didn't get on the air. I texted DEC. DEC goes, any advice for me going in tomorrow? I replied, before Kirk sits down, open with a couple zingers. It lightens him up. I was disappointed it didn't work on it. DEC's too smart for me. But, what did you guys think of how DEC and Matt did? They did. I think given the position they were in, I think they did all right.
I mean, DC stayed out of the way, which he needed to do.
But did he stay out of the way too much?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where you come in. You know where Kirk likes to have his little pauses and where you can jump in, interject a little bit. They don't have that chemistry.
Yeah, he played it safe.
Yeah.
The Matt, on the other hand, was throwing his dick on the table every chance he could.
Oh yeah, he definitely was.
And he's a little cocky. I'm like, Jesus, this guy.
I don't hate it.
I didn't dislike it either.
No,
I don't hate
Kirk
it.
handled it really well
Yeah.
too.
I think that's almost the right. If that's your personality, that's the right way to go about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if you're me, I got shit on for not being confident, but that's kind of me. So that's kind of what it is.
Oh,
Who's
a
that?
round of Mama Geary's Cream.
All right.
Lauren, I'll do yours.
All right. He's an all right guy. He's making fun of my mother. Let's not get crazy. Cheers, boys and girls.
Cheers.
Oh, Mama Geary.
Just like the day I was born, huh?
Yeah.
And if that doesn't disgust you,
Little amniotic fluid in there.
all right. What were we talking about? Anything? All right. Now here's what I think we've run out of steam on the first segment here. So here's what we do. Matt, do you have anything else to offer to the discussion?
I do not. I'm just looking.
Then you know
forward to
what?
fishing.
You've been knocked out. All right, Justin, send up whoever's next. I believe it's Stacy. I think.
The Pearl of Madawaska.
I know Stacy's up here, but first I have to say, Lauren Lynn,
Yeah.
you're the first lady of the Minifans.
Yes.
Are you getting a little jealous?
No, I think this is really cool, and the way she's accepted it, and it's just been a fun part of the trip is really exciting.
All right, Stacy, The first time you really got recognition is when you asked, "Why do you keep calling here?" How many times did we call Parody Market before you finally said something to us?
You called me back a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And I thought it was a prank call, and I was like not having it, so I hung up.
I mean, it was in a way.
So
Yeah.
so this time when I recognized him, at first he was like bonjour, and I'm like bonjour, like I didn't know who was calling, because sometimes people do
Minot.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Stacy
got
Minot.
Oh yeah. Can you clear? What did you say?
Okay, so-
Why did we think you said Minot?
to clear that up. He said, "Who's speaking?" And I said, "Me and you."
Oh.
I was still kind of being a wise ass at
What?
the time.
What a group of assholes.
Yeah.
A deaf fucking old asshole. They're like, oh, she must be named Minot. That's a normal name.
Listen, I honestly thought Mike being having a lack of vision
Yeah.
would be you'd have an,
Pristine hearing. Yeah.
you know,
Great.
you could pick things up like Daredevil, but it's not the case.
I'm,
And Steve was the one who really heard Minot. Oh, that's Minot.
That's true.
but even I was piling. I'm like, yeah, no, that's definitely it. There's no way that's not her name.
Steve even spelt it. Oh, yes, Minot. M-I-N-O.
Yeah. Minot with an X.
Wow, Steve knows his shit. He doesn't know shit.
So Stacey, I went into a Parody supermarket, which feel free to plug, by the way. But I went into Parody today. It seems like you're kind of a star. It seems like the coworkers are getting a little jealous.
Well,
How are you handling this?
I didn't say anything till like the third day, and I'm like, okay, guys, this is what's going on. And so I told a few of my coworkers, and I sent them the links to listen to the.
I like that you
podcast.
say it like you're being charged for a crime. Like, guys, over the next few days, you're going to be hearing about some things.
Well,
Some of it is true,
yeah,
but I just want you to know, like, I'm the same person you always knew.
yeah. So they've been laughing at me, and funny story is like, they're all calling me Minot.
Yeah.
Okay, because
That's your name.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a pretty name.
and the funny thing is, we're French here, so in French, Minot is a cat, like a minou.
Oh, meow.
Yeah. So,
Take it easy.
and
We have a young DEC with us.
I hate cats. Like, I'm scared of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. To all the cat lovers, sorry.
I'm sorry, that's the
Fun
whole
fact.
story. You're afraid of cats.
Yeah.
All right.
And they call me Minot now, and I don't like it.
I think they should, though. That's kind of your name in a weird way.
Yeah. Well,
So go ahead, Kevin.
I'm sorry. You have a little just a tinge of an accent, and it's really it's wonderful. Where does that derive from? What is your origin?
I like
It's Canadian.
Kevin from Bristol might be the only
I'm French Acadian.
Kevin from Bristol might be the only person on the planet that meets a white girl from Maine and says, "What is your origin?" Ah, you must be exotic.
Oh, the diversity here.
Oh well, where are you from, young lady? How's Bruce handling your fame?
I haven't seen him, Bruce, in 2 days.
Oh my God,
Boy.
he's not here.
No, he's not here because he's working.
Big
so-
mistake.
So the
These
last-
animals, Bruce should watch out for these, especially this one.
I'll keep an eye on you. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
Do not follow this man.
I brought my bodyguards. Where are they? Yeah. So they picked me up and they said I'm gonna get home safely.
That's what they all say, Stacey. Just be careful out there.
I brought my paparazzi and I'm good.
And your kids were the ones that got you on Twitter?
Well, yeah. So last night my daughter says I contacted that fake Twitter account and told them they spelled my name wrong.
Yeah.
So they want you to get on Twitter for real because you're a star now. So
Right.
I said, seriously, do I have to? And she convinced me, so I did. And I don't know, I didn't have internet when I got home today, but apparently I'm at 1,000 followers at least.
When you're kind of like the level of star you are, where you're like hip right now, do you look at like the Super Bowl halftime show with J-Lo and Shakira and be like, that's kind of sad. Like these has-beens are trying. Like you're right now, and these ladies are yesterday. You know? Is that kind of how you look at it?
No.
No.
Or have you thrown out like a "Don't you know who I am" when you're around town yet?
Ooh,
Not
great.
yet.
Anything like that?
No, because people coming in today to the store were like, they were doing their groceries and they're seeing me take pictures with people and they're looking at me with these looks and they're like, what the hell is going on?
Well, wait. We walk into the store, and immediately everyone's like, "She's over there." Wow. Everyone knew
yeah.
the deal.
Chubby bearded men with Minahan merchandise. that way.
There's a woman here I need to hug.
There are a few local questions I need to ask you, Stacey.
Local, all right.
First of all,
Not too hard.
project, because our mic is we got shit equipment here.
Okay.
But what I need to know is, first of all, Richard Chandler. Oh, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Yeah.
You're on Mike and The
I like this.
Minifans.
Usually on Mike and The Minifans, I don't have a chorus of boos to back me up.
I learned who Richard Chandler is.
Who is Richard Chandler? Tell us.
He's the owner of Channel X Radio.
Yes.
Yes.
But who is he really?
Apparently, he's not a fan of the Minifans.
What? Why not? What is his deal?
I don't know.
Who the fuck does he think he is? Listen, I gotta say, we were nice to Richard Chandler for a while. If he thinks he's gonna big dick Kirk Minahan, he's got another thing coming. And I think you have to let him know that.
Did you have any pull around here with the celebrity status?
No. Like I said, I'm just a regular girl. No, I don't know. I can't help you guys out with this one.
All right. What are the other Madawaska questions? Do you guys have any questions for Stacey?
I don't off the top of my head.
What is the buzz about town? About this whole
Great, that's a good question.
fiasco?
About you guys coming here?
Yeah, were people talking about us or no?
I don't think people really got into the loop until maybe today. Some people at the store saw what was going on, and some of their
But
friends.
now people must notice, right? That we're just wandering around town?
I hope. I don't know.
Now, do you take that to promote the podcast now? Because did you say you've listened to it?
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna continue listening. Like I'm a fan now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Stacey! 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 Stacey!
You'll get calls from Kirk for the rest of your life.
Really?
Yes.
You know what I think we're
He will
doing
not
now?
forget you.
Is we're propping up Stacey into kind of a radio star, a podcasting star anyways. So she can move in and wipe out Richard Chandler. I don't have anything to worry about. Stacey,
Yes.
this is now where we get to the point.
Yes.
You have anything else to offer?
No. Are you gonna boot me out?
You've been fucking knocked out, Stacey! Get the hell out of here! Beat it! I actually do like Stacey a lot. I can't believe we called a supermarket and found someone as cool as Stacey, honestly.
So I work at a desk, all day, every day, and I'm dying for my phone to ring and it to be some podcast person to, take me under their wing.
Hello?
It hasn't happened yet. What's going on?
Give Steve your number.
I should give Steve my number.
You should?
I'm
How have you not yet?
I'm not on the list.
I like the idea of Lauren answering her phone every day like, hello? Is it you guys? All right. Justin, send up whoever's next. Travis, get your ass up here. I owe Travis an apology. What's that? Hey, shut the fuck up! Travis, get up here. All right. Third person, we're already losing steam. That's good. Travis, I owe you an apology. When you were on Mike and The Minifans, I was like, is this guy fucking new to the show? He's making jokes like, why don't you just get glasses? I'm like, is this guy an asshole? Turns out I just don't get the Madawaska humor. But thank you for joining us. It seems like you've been an integral part in this. I guess what everyone Minifan wants to know is, what has it been like housing Steve Robinson?
Oh, that's a good question, Michael.
Thank you.
Okay, so how many people here, raise their hands, really think Steve is staying at my place?
Oh no!
If he said
Not
he
one
was
hand,
staying
no
there-
hand.
No!
Another slick ruse.
Have we been fooled again, Travis?
Yes.
See, I don't
Steve
know.
is not with me.
Travis, you're such a jokester that I don't know if I should believe you.
Steve is not with
You're
me.
such a prankster. He's not with you.
No.
What a fucking
He
asshole.
stopped by this morning because I wanted to give some input on where we're going to lay things. Excuse me, the lay of the land of sorts.
Okay. Project here again.
But no, Steve is not staying with me.
By round of applause, who actually likes Steve? No, fuck you! This is my show, goddammit! I get made fun of everywhere I go. This is supposed to be my place. Fuck you guys. Edit that out. Yeah, Justin, cut that out. No, honestly, Steve is doing have you seen Steve?
Oh yeah, he's
Because it seems like he's doing a tremendous job. It seems like he's very stressed.
He's very busy.
What is
He's
he
got a lot
doing?
of stuff to
Do you know what his responsibilities down?
He's cooking and.
Mike,
of course, he
next
has
year you
literally
can plan all of this, and then you can say,
Hey, Lauren.
oh, well,
Hey,
what is
Lauren,
there to do?
shut the fuck up. This is not the let's call Mike an asshole. Let's point out how little Mike does. We all understand. I get paid accordingly. I do nothing, and I don't get paid very much, all right? Let's not stop pointing it out. So, Travis, what should we know? This is very useful to people because this will be seen 5 days after we've been out of Madawaska.
Of course.
So, what should people know for the trip here?
Well, I tried to explain last week about
Yes.
frost heaves.
Yeah, but
But
we're already here to this point. I guess I mean tomorrow for the ice fishing.
Hey,
There's
Steve.
going to be a lot of snow.
As far as Steve goes, and the frost heaves are great information. Tell us some stuff about something about Steve we don't know. You have some roots into Steve.
That's great.
Give us a little something.
Have you noticed anything about it?
Well, Steve, actually, my
Right over
girlfriend,
here.
my girlfriend Stacy mentioned.
Another Stacy.
Yes.
Fucking Stacy's in
The other
Maine.
Stacy. She said.
There are basically 4 names in
She
the
said he
Minifan
looks
works.
different every time I see him. I said that's because he's a trained Russian KGB agent.
Yes.
And she said you're fucking with me. And I said no. She
Maybe.
goes, "Don't do that."
Am I, Stacy?
Exactly. She goes, I'll believe you. I said, no, he really is. That's why you never see him look the same in 2 pictures. And when he was at my place today, he didn't look the same. He didn't have the full mask and the sunglasses, but
That's a distinct look.
that is
Tra-
the look.
Travis, what is the internet usually like up here? So I got a lot of shit because people were like, well, why didn't you call ahead and make sure the internet would be fine? And I was like, I don't know if it works like that in Madawaska. Is it usually impossible to get a fucking connection up here?
No, it's usually good, but there's a statewide internet outage today.
Right.
But usually, like, my internet connection was apparently bad when I was on last time. But usually, my internet's really good. Like 100 megabits a second.
Okay, all right,
So I
sounds
don't know
good.
what happened.
100 megabytes a second.
You hear that, folks? Boy, people are losing interest fast. What?
How can we reel you back in?
Is anyone listening to me at this point? Cheer if you're listening. All right, Travis, I guess we've already gotten to this point with you. As much as I apologized, you haven't gotten any more interesting. Do you have anything else to add to the conversation?
Nothing real special.
Then you've been knocked out! Get the fuck out of here! Who's next, Justin?
Patrick from the Discord.
Patrick!
On a side note, in the meantime,
Please.
the warthog
Yeah.
is cleaned up with a haircut and he seems svelte.
The warthog looks terrific. The
The
warthog,
warthog looks good.
when I met the warthog, he was a slovenly pig.
Hence the warthog.
Now he has a lovely girlfriend as much as he gets shit on in the show. And he's trimmed down in weight. He's cleaned himself up. The warthog looks better than me now, which was never the case in college.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a before
Here's to the fucking
visual,
warthog.
so I
It's
don't
hard to
have
say,
anything
yeah.
to compare to. But
Yeah.
good job,
He's.
Warthog.
I think he weighs less now than he did when I met him freshman year of college.
Okay.
Warthog, take
Good
your
job. Good job.
Attaboy, warthog.
Warthog, take your pants off.
I don't know.
All right, Patrick.
First,
How'd you
Mike,
get up
as
here?
all the Minifans are here, I know you can't see this, but
Yes.
we put a card together for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
For our condolences for Mima's death. So we got a lot of signatures
Now,
here.
I want to know. I guess I'll ask Kevin and Lauren, because obviously this asshole still finds it funny. When does this bit stop being funny? Like, my grandmother is alive and well, for Christ's sake.
That's not
and
true.
Kirk
No,
keeps
the
killing
card,
her off.
The card says she's dead.
No, she's alive.
No, it says it here.
Eventually, we're gonna be right.
Eventually, you
And
will
then
be
it
right.
won't be funny.
Exactly. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you.
Then they might try to do it
Wait,
again.
the card will be funny again.
They'll do it again.
It
Yes.
will be funny.
No, it'll be kind of funny when she dies. Like, I gotta. Eventually, it'll be kind of funny.
Can I read you a couple of
Please do,
notes
yeah,
here?
please.
All right, so the first one I see here is
Over
from
here, project.
Kevin from Bristol. So sorry about all the cancer.
Oh, okay, that's
And,
nice of you.
We have another one from TJ Hubbard. Sorry about Mima's breasts.
Okay.
Rest in peace, R.A. Minahan.
You got bad day, Mima.
That's the best one so far.
And a lot of sorry for your losses here.
What did you guys think, if I can revert it back to the show for a second, the fact that, so we made fun of Francesa for saying, like, I'm going to tell you who had a good day and who had a bad day in politics. Then the first time he talks about it, he goes, listen, here are the facts. Presidents are going to have good days and bad days. He's got to be a fan of the show. There's no way he would say that otherwise. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, he's got to be listening.
He's got to be
knows who Kirk is now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We had a great caller. They called in and told him about Kirk.
What did you guys think of the Nick Francona interview?
I thought it was interesting. It was nice that he actually opened up and actually.
The parts of it that were good were fucking great.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there were times where he went on a little bit and on a little
He must
Can I
be
tell
a
you-
fan of Mike's show.
Yeah,
Making the
bit.
monologue.
Mike likes to fill the void.
He likes to monologue.
Much like Francona.
Let's get back to Francona in a minute. What do you guys think about that? The criticism of my show is that I talk too much, which I find a little odd. But is that a fair criticism to you guys? As viewers, what do you guys think?
So there's definitely times where you're on there
Where I talk too much?
Yeah, you definitely talk too much.
Okay.
But I think the criticism is a little unfair. Like you have to be on there and talk.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, it's a fucking talk show starring Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
I mean, it makes sense that he tries
I
to
think
carry the load.
The problem more so is the people
load,
that
I
don't.
said.
Yeah, we heard in the cream. So the problem more so is if you're talking for 60% of the time, there's 4 people on there.
Yeah.
One other person kind of jumps in a lot, and then another person
Yeah.
might get some things, and there's always one person that doesn't say anything.
So Menders had a good idea that I split it into 3 segments where it's 2 guests instead of 3.
2 guests would be good, yeah.
I like that. So here's my excuse for talking too much: is if it's me, Kevin from Bristol, and you, I trust all you guys to talk.
Yep.
Sometimes there's people that just don't fucking speak. Even Matt from Providence was usually very good. Last week, I put him on a segment where I expected him to talk a lot, and he didn't really. So I'm like, now I have to talk more.
In Matt's
So it is
defense,
weird for me.
I think in that one moment when Matt wasn't saying much,
Our internet was shit.
no, Matt was fucking cooked. Is that right?
Was Matt shit faced?
He was fucked up.
Attaboy, buddy.
Which is why he belongs in the world, goddammit.
Exactly.
So I thought I was coming on here for Stacy and the Minifans. I didn't realize this was Mike and the Minifans.
I know it was disappointing to a lot of people.
Ah.
I realized. So back to the show. What were we talking about before? God damn it.
We were talking about.
Oh, Francona. So my thought when he paused for too long, usually I'd be like, oh, this guy's not saying anything. I think he was working his way around legal angles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
He was
was
trying to keep
It
himself
seemed
out of
like he
trouble.
was
Yeah.
trying to keep himself out of trouble while telling us as much as he could.
Yeah.
Like he was surprisingly open in that interview. And what do you guys think? Like, I feel almost like I might be too close because I tweet this shit out and say, like, here it is to the world. Come on, fucking retweet it, someone.
Yep.
Are you guys surprised that media outlets don't pick up on it, or
Yes.
is that kind of par for the course?
Especially in this situation.
Right.
Like,
Given the
how-
fact that it's Kirk, I get that people are like, fuck this guy, close the door. But with this story in particular,
Yeah.
and how fucking candid he was, I'm like, how is no one running with this? This
It
is
seems
real.
anything he touches,
Yeah.
people won't pick up. Anything he touches, it doesn't matter what it is, they won't pick up. It's insane.
Or are you saying, well, just because it's like this type of story, you think?
Well, this type of story.
Shut the fuck up!
Lost track.
Thank you.
So, move on.
I love you guys.
Keep clapping for me.
Don't hurt me. I'm a weak man. But so I get with that being said, like, is it almost good that we kind of have that impact because it allows Kirk to kind of still point out phonies, or like I mean, give Zolak and Bertrand credit. They picked up on it
Yep.
today, and I happened to we may have never known this if we didn't happen to turn it on. When we got in the room, we turned on Zolak and Bertrand, and at that moment, Mark Bertrand just happened to say, a lot of people aren't really reporting this, but Kirk Minahan talked to Nick Francona yesterday, blah, blah, blah. Huge credit to them.
Yes.
But does it make sense in your mind that other places aren't doing this, or is it just complete bullshit?
No, it doesn't
I'm
make
too
sense
close
at all.
to it, so I feel like, yeah.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
A story like that, if he's actually opening up and it's giving details, somebody should be picking up on
Well,
it.
what it comes down to is this. No one's going to grab it and run because it's fucking Kirk.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's up to us. We're a fucking a family. When you see something like that, we should be retweeting. Motherfucker whiskey. We should retweet. We should run with it.
why
We
not
should be
drink.
the ones who spread the fucking word because we have the power to do that.
So here's the problem though. The Minifans do a good job, but the problem is like with that, it runs out like. If 50 Minifans retweet it, it's just going to the same people over and over again.
Yep.
That's the problem where, Zolak and Bertrand talking about, even though it's just a Boston radio station, we already talked to all those people anyways.
Gets legs.
But mainstream people care about it more, which is the most bizarre thing. Like, podcasts don't get enough. The fact that Joe Rogan is never trending tells you everything you know about mainstream media, where it's like, Joe Rogan has more interesting stories on his podcast than anyone on fucking network news. More people listen to Joe Rogan than anyone in the world. Yet it's never trending because mainstream media just says this is not a guy that should be respected because he says certain things about certain issues that we don't like. Yeah. Kirk's kind of in the same boat, where Kirk is just as more talented than Rogan. I think.
That's the cream.
How many of these are you gonna give me?
We need you slurred by the end of the episode.
I'm making great points here.
You're getting a little monologue-y, so we're trying to interrupt.
Thank you. I appreciate you keeping me in line. All right, go ahead, guys. Now this is where I'd like to. Just you three, just go ahead.
Have some cream.
I'll take a shot. My mom's a slut, huh, guys?
Oh my God.
Now go ahead, you three, go ahead.
Good, Patrick. Before you get knocked out, lead the fucking charge.
I don't really. I wasn't really prepared for this. Yeah. You can just knock me out. That's fine with me.
No. I want to show everyone. This isn't that fucking easy, you assholes. This is why I talk so long.
Listen, I've been one of your biggest fans. Don't come after me.
And I love
here.
Patrick. Patrick's a great
How'd you get to Miami?
Patrick.
Thank you. Not just me.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. No one seems that mad about the money to Miami with the Portnoy shit.
No, there was
and they
no
should
issue
not
whatsoever. Yeah.
And they should not be.
Yeah.
All right.
I told you that from the start. Everybody
So
was on
here's
board.
what I'm thinking. I have. It seems like apparently getting an appointment booked with a retinal specialist not as easy as I would have thought. They gave me a lot of attitude on the phone. They were like, you don't have a referral? I don't know. I was like, come on. I have kind of an audience. I'm a blind guy. Just fucking give me something here. And they're like, yeah, I don't know. So I think it might end up going to the Jimmy Fund. Is that cool with everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have anything else to add, Patrick?
No, I'm good.
Then you're knocked out! You're knocked out, Patrick! Hit the bricks, Patrick!
I'm gonna leave your card right here, though.
What a natural segue this is. Me, Kevin, and Lauren have been doing great, and all the Minifans that have joined us. What a hilarious night it's been. But I want to tell you for a second about Broken T Virtual Golf. New Ion 3 cameras are going to make it real easy to break down that swing. Every nook and cranny of your game will be picked up on these. And if you want to just go to have fun, they've got a great selection of craft beers. I tell you about them all the time. Broken T Virtual Golf. These are my guys. Mark Kitchen, a Minifan. You're supporting other Minifans if you go to Broken T Virtual Golf in Lakeville, Massachusetts. Check them out at thebrokenT.com. That's T-E-E. You can get lessons from a PGA pro like Mark Kitchen. Or you can just go there to fuck around, honestly. It doesn't, whatever your pleasure is. Broken T Virtual Golf has you covered. Tell them Mike and The Minifans sent you. You'll save a few bucks. All right? Now, sorry for interrupting the show. Let's get back to the hilarity.
Justin, who's next?
We're going to go with Russell, the pilot.
Russell! Oh, the pilot!
Russell!
Get your ass up here.
Fly on in here!
80% chance he shows up.
Man, real piece of shit. What kind of a pilot says, 80%? Show some fucking confidence, Russell.
The plane's warmed up. You ready?
Would you have actually let me fly, or no?
Yeah.
You would have.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I could talk you through it.
If you were on, you could talk me through?
Yeah. Straight and level.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
Would you have let me do it if Kirk was on the plane?
There's only 2 seats.
Okay. That's
So-
your way of protecting him, kind of.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, I respect that. Now, can we do it? If we're, let's get down to brass tacks here. What gets me to fly that plane in this weather tomorrow? Come on.
Can you talk him through it?
Come on, baby.
I could. Yeah. But so.
Sure, I'll be hungover and blind.
We
but
can.
I think we can overcome these obstacles.
You'll be blind before you'll be blind after. But the thing is landing on the snow, in deep snow.
Okay.
It only has wheels, and it's going to be gusting to 40 knots tomorrow, the wind. But
You think he's scared?
Yeah.
He's not scared of 40 knots.
Russell, I'm going to say you haven't used any words that I know, so you're not scaring me. I feel like I'm all right.
I think you could do it. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, you think I could do it?
I said I would lend you the plane.
Let's fucking do it, Russell.
Let's do it
All right.
tomorrow morning.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
I don't think you're gonna let me do it.
No, we'll do it.
Mike
Now,
Geary,
Trav set it up.
Is there something I don't know about this plane? Like you kind of want to crash for insurance or something like that?
What you don't know about the plane is your mom and I have been up.
oh shit!
Russell, you've been knocked out. Get the fuck out of here!
Holy shit!
Hit the bricks.
Let's go out with a bang, though.
It's only a select few that can go to Mike's mom.
Who's next?
Christ's sakes.
Latino Kirk.
Latino Kirk. Oh, I cannot. All right, let's get as racist as possible, I guess. I actually wanted to talk to Latino Kirk for a lot of reasons.
Tell people to shut the fuck up. Tell people to shut the fuck up too.
I think everyone's been fine. Wow. But yeah, Justin, very aggressive.
Wow.
Hear that one? That's kind of energy. But I gotta say, props to intern Justin. He's done a great job here. Well, once this gets up, I'll say he's done a great job. But he slept on my floor for 9 out of the last 15 nights or something like that.
A fucking champ.
A fucking champ. Huh?
Just go at 9.
No. No, it was 5 in Miami. Oh, no, you left a day early. So 4 in Miami.
How could you get 9?
Top 10 celebrities, come on.
I don't know. Yeah, name your go fuck yourself. Name your top 150 celebrities, asshole.
He's not an accountant. You have to do crunch numbers here.
So Latino Kirk is with us, and
And I'm alive.
hey,
Thank God.
shut up. Thank you. Latino Kirk is with us, and we kind of hugged each other like victims of assault earlier. We both been through some of the same issues.
Yep.
How he's driving with
No,
Intune.
thank God I can drive. Because I had to take over the car. It's a fucking mess.
Tell us about it. Tell us everything.
So,
Project here.
he wakes up drunk already, right? And already like...
He's drunk? What an asshole. What an unbelievable asshole. Latino Kirk, I'm gonna believe everything you say.
Yeah. So, did you see the video of the air horn?
Yes.
So I tried to wake him up. Didn't work out.
Latino
No,
Kirk,
yes.
you're dealing with a guy.
He asked me for 15 minutes. I was like, go fuck
Oh,
yourself.
that's classic Will.
classic
That is classic Will.
Hold on.
After the day, he has most devastated me. Our relationship has never really had any peaks or valleys until this day, where he truly disappointed me.
I know.
And then the next morning he says, give me 15 minutes. What kind of a fucking asshole is that?
So he gets in the car. He drives like a grandmother, right? Like 45 an hour. I was almost dying. Then we get to two people's house.
This way, Latino.
Yeah. I was able to get on the wheel, and then things went smooth. When we get to Van Buren, so the town before Madawaska, I was like, Will, how did you find this hotel? Well, you know what? It's the first time I ever booked a hotel in my life.
What's the first time I ever booked that?
Jesus Christ.
Everyone has the first time.
No, Lauren. Here's the problem with Will is he acts like an expert until you realize what a horrible mistake you've made for trusting him. And he's like, well, so what do you want me to do? It's the first time I've ever done this. It's like,
I want to say for myself, how fucking great is it that Latino Kirk is actually motherfucking Latino? Fucking awesome. Woo!
MAGA! MAGA!
And wait. Charming as hell. Charming as hell.
And I experienced him on the phone with his dad.
Say again?
I experienced a phone call with his dad.
Oh, he made you sit through one of those?
Car?
Where it's like, hey, I've been an asshole. Let me call my father.
Exactly.
To soften you up.
Way,
Hey,
though.
here's
was it.
proof that I love my dad. Oh, congratulations.
It was
My
the
dad
wo-
doesn't love me. Is that what you want to...
Worst half hour of my life.
Half hour?
It's like
Hey,
that-
can we get a Will's an asshole chant starting? Who's with me? Will's an asshole! 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 That made me feel good. Thank you.
Let's go Red Sox.
Hey. At least he knows how to turn on the camera now.
So, Latino Kirk, other than Will's huge bungling, what were your takeaways from the journey up here?
Look at this room. No, these guys are crazy and awesome at the same time. No, cheers to that.
Yeah, to you motherfuckers. I feel
Where-
the love.
Where are you from originally?
somewhere in South America.
When you came to this country, did you think like my purpose, obviously eventually,
Yep.
I'm gonna travel to the tippity top of America
I know nobody
with a
believes
group with a group of podcast
I know.
fans.
I told my friends back home, he was like, "You hate snow. Why are you going up north?" I have no friends here. Might as well go.
I have no choice.
We're your friends. We're your
The
family.
Minifans are your friends.
Love it.
The fact that you're wearing a Monsters University hat, fucking so slick.
I have to ask this. Your name on Twitter is Kirk Latino.
Yep.
Was Latino Kirk taken?
Yes.
It was?
I think so. I think. No, I wanted to mix up a little bit, so that's why I did Kirk Latino.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought it was different, you know.
Guys, any questions for Latino Kirk before we?
No, it's an honor to meet him.
Anything we want to talk about with it? Oh, you like Lauren Lund?
It's an honor to meet the first lady, you know.
She is. That's the thing. I kind of forget Lauren Lynn and Kevin from Bristol are stars in their own right.
Yeah.
Are you excited to meet Lauren Lynn?
I know, and I meant to introduce earlier, but I'm not always great about that. So.
People didn't know you were here when we were starting the broad. People were like, "Oh yeah, Lauren's not coming."
No, I was sitting in the
I'm
corner
pretty sure
because
she's here,
I'm not a room worker. I sit in the corner.
So you get me a little.
Come
Why
say
you groupie?
hello if you
Yeah.
want.
Did your groupie come? Blind Mike's groupie? Is she here?
I mean, does she exist, Latino Kirk? Come on. Of course she's not going to be here.
Blind
Although-
Groupie, are you here?
You know who is here? Steve's groupie.
Yeah, the only one without a groupie is her,
Is Steve's Groupie?
which I
Steve-
think is an injustice.
Steve's groupie and Team Robinson. Notorious haters of me. Notorious haters of me. And I think I'm gonna hate these fucking assholes. And they come up to me and I was like, "Hey, you guys wanna?"
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
I go, "You guys wanna come on the show?" They're like, "We're kind of."
I'm ready.
Do you want me to say it or no?
Go ahead.
They're like, "Yeah, we're kind of tripping a little bit." I was like, "All right, don't worry about it. You guys can come on if you want."
Yeah.
All right, Latino Kirk. You've been knocked out.
Knocked out, buddy!
See you, buddy. Come on up.
Or more likely.
What's up, guys?
So we got Steve's groupie and Steve's or Team Robinson.
Pee break.
Where you going?
Pee break.
Come on.
No, that's
All right.
Go ahead. You can handle it.
She's making a joke.
I know.
Oh, we get it.
Oh, you get it.
Oh no, we get
Oh,
it.
you get it. All right.
All right. So what do you like about Steve so much?
What do you hate about Steve so much?
I mean, I think it's kind of obvious. I don't know. I mean, come on.
Really?
No,
He's
I love
very
Steve.
intelligent.
I actually love Steve. Steve
and
gets a bad
he
rap.
takes the beating,
Yes, he does.
and he's the foil. He makes us all laugh, you know.
Yeah.
And there has to be a little bit of balance
Yeah.
where there's somebody on his side, you know.
What do you think of his? What is his side?
Well, somebody is willing to be like, yeah, I like Steve Robinson and have for years, and I'm not afraid to.
Oh, you
fucking-
mean as far as fans there has to be?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like the Kelleher thing. Not to put him on Steve.
Go ahead.
But it's like, you know, oh, look, everybody turned fucking white here. I said the dirty word.
Oh no, I'd love to talk about the Kelleher thing.
All right.
You want to talk about it?
Well, it's just like it's piling on. You know, I like to stand up for the little guy. You know,
There you go.
that's all. And it's easy to stand up. No,
So are you a Kelleher guy too?
no.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
not.
all right.
But I do. But sometimes, you know, I'm scrolling through Twitter and there's nothing going on, and I like a crazy Kelleher, just weird, fucking thing. That's
I'll tell
fine.
you-
Boo all you want. Boo.
I'll tell you. Well, first, I've probably been talking too much a little bit. Let me get Lauren and Kevin's opinions on Kelleher first. Any thoughts on
I'm going to say this. Everything I hear about Kelleher is that he is this guy who wants to absorb and intake and steal the spotlight. When I met him, and I don't know how genuine it was, he was a goddamn
a
sweetheart.
nice guy? Yeah.
Yes.
Very nice.
Very nice guy.
Am I wrong? When I met him,
No,
he
you're
was-
100%
and
right.
everyone's like, oh, he's selling these stickers. Selling the stickers. He handed me a pile of stickers.
Yeah.
Oh, take these. Hand them out to everyone.
Yep.
I don't know where the disconnect happened. I don't know where the fucking fallout happened.
I know.
But
Let's hear it.
but for the most
It's
part,
same thing. Sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
The same thing where Portner, he's scared of
Talks
you
about me.
being the head of Barstool.
Yeah, I think
and
I know you,
representing.
this is not a bad example. Go ahead.
Kelleher, Kirk does not want him to be representing
Yes.
us.
Yeah.
And he gains momentum, and he's always out there, and it's kind of a scary thing, right?
Yeah.
Is it not?
because he's unstable.
It's a fair assessment.
Yes, and I don't think it should be a total
Well, he
like,
presents
chop
him-
his head off.
He presents. So
If you don't want to
yes.
fuck with him, don't fuck with him.
You're right.
He's come after everybody but Kirk, every single one.
Here's the problem.
right.
Here's the problem.
He's a
Comes
maniac.
he comes off as too much of. So, my thing with Portnoy is I don't even know if you can call him a mistake. I tried to have Barstool people on, and I guess maybe that's being too close to the Barstool brand. Kelleher straight up said he made his email, Rich Kelleher at KMS, whatever the fuck it was. So, kind of posing as a guy from the show. That's where you have to draw a fucking line.
Yes.
Rich was always very nice, always a very nice kid. Where I started to have a problem with him is he's very nice to me when I see him, very nice when we talk.
I've seen him shit on you all the time.
Very nice when we
Yes.
talk, and then, the second he gets online, it's Mike's show sucks. Mike's this. Mike's
I do that too, by the way.
But I don't know you. Do you know what I mean? So
sure,
I don't give a fuck.
But you're no one to him. is what
I
I'm
know.
saying.
That's fine. I don't
I'm
care.
not
I
even
don't
that.
wanna be- I don't want to be really anyone.
Not even that. It's just that.
because I'm afraid of actually eventually someday I'll say something.
Not even that, but it's like
I just want to be normal in the water.
Here's my problem with Keller. You and I don't have a relation. If Keller had a
Oh, we're
relationship,
gonna have a relationship.
Keller had a relationship with me that he could have emailed me and said, "Here's here's my problem with the show." Instead of doing that, he said, "Let me get the most attention. Let me put up the views of the show."
Yeah.
And we'll put up the screenshot of that and say, Mike's a pussy, Mike's an asshole,
Sure.
all that.
Well, see, that's a great point.
And the problem with my problem with that is, first of all, it's not factual. Like, the point of this show is for live viewers. We do it on fucking Saturday night. If you wanted the most viewers, we would not do it on Saturday night. We wouldn't switch up. Like, the most views we get is when we do it on Friday live. So that kind of fucks with the schedule. And Kirk promoted it more week 1 than he does in week 10. So that kind of fucks with the views, where Kelleher's not pointing to that. He's like, look at this fucking asshole.
Yeah, but now you're going too deep though. You're actually like letting him.
You're right. Where I get into my mind, yes, you're 100%
letting
right.
him come
Yeah.
in. Like,
And you
fuck
have to
him,
understand, Kelleher is like, he's just a little fire. When he gets a little attention, a little fucking praise, or a little
That's the biggest-
spotlight.
that's the
he
biggest
grows.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what to do with the fucking attention when he gets it. When he gets it, he gets too big for the moment. At the peace vigil, he's standing on tables. He's like, he doesn't understand. Just skate your lane, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and be a fan of the show because the way he speaks and projects himself, and you can just tell the difference because some people could say, oh, well, Kevin puts videos of himself on Twitter, but it's
Yeah,
because
but he
he
does it in the
likes
right
the
way.
show. He
Yeah.
does it in the right way, and you can just tell the difference between someone who's doing it because they love the show and just want to talk about it, and someone who is just saying, I want this to be all about myself.
Well, you know what
But isn't Twitter all about yourself, really? Attention.
Twitter
isn't
is
it?
yes, but the
Yeah.
show,
But not
the
thi-
heart
this-
of it.
This is different.
Right. Okay.
So here's a great example. Like,
Lauren just said, like, he's making videos. I mean, he's trying to get likes, right?
that's
Right.
that's the problem.
Right.
That's kind of the problem. Is that Kevin
Isn't
and
that
Lauren,
what-
when Kevin and Lauren tweet, they're not trying to get likes. It's promoting the show. It's saying positive things about the show. When Kelleher tweets, it's kind of a thing where it's like, oh, this is about Kelleher.
This is about
And
me.
MHB went through that for a little while. And then I think MHB realized it and kind of came back from that.
Trying to
And
build
that's
his own brand,
And that's
right.
why everyone kind of loves MHB still, because it's like, he's going through some shit, he realized it. Kelleher, there's never been that humbleness where it's like, I realize what I'm doing. He'll get in people's face, like, he'll get in Cullinane's face and say, we need to start a rivalry. And he'll do the same thing to me or he harasses Justin and Will.
It's a little
And
nutty.
it's this weird thing where it's like,
Cynthia
I like...
Dill's the other example of
Cynthia
something.
Dill's a perfect
Great
example,
of that. It's not about the
Yes.
show.
Whereas
for her.
you know,
Right.
honestly, the
Promoting
best,
herself.
the reason they're on the show right now is the
Great
best.
point, Lauren. Great fucking point.
The best examples of not doing that are Lauren and Kevin,
Yes.
where it's like you wouldn't even really know their name necessarily.
Well, I mean, really, what it comes down to is like, I'm pretty sure if you spent that
pretty
much
cool, though.
time like
That's
trolling
awesome, right?
Twitter and trolling people, you should know the Twitter behavior. Like for an old 40-year-old like me who's just been on Twitter for a year or two,
Yeah.
and I'll make some mistakes and shit. But I mean, that he definitely there's no excuse for that.
Yeah.
Really, when
Well,
it
let's-
comes down to it, it's just trying to like punch at anybody.
I'll use Lauren as my example for a basic problem with Keller. Lauren, let's walk through a scenario.
Or-
You have something you don't like with the show. Mike and The Minifans.
Okay.
It's gotten so frustrating that you want to voice that opinion.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I would if I were going to go on Mike and the Minifans,
Right.
I would talk to you privately in advance.
Okay.
Yes.
But let's say I wouldn't even book you on Mike and The Minifans.
Well, I'd make my own Mike and the Minifans. No, just kidding.
What? No, honestly, you should.
No.
And
no,
I talked to
should
you
not-
about that.
I should not do that.
I talked to you about the Lady Minifans. You can get in on this. I talked to Lauren about the Lady Minifans. I think it'd be a good show. No one's
I'm
down to
knocking
do it.
myself out. There we go.
Oh, hold on. Before
I
that,
think it's a good discussion. Let's go.
tell Mike
I don't want to.
Tell Mike what your possible shtick was for a video you were gonna do.
Okay, let's hear it.
She might not know what a shtick is. She's from Cali and she's.
The giving head bit.
I'm very interested in
I
this.
know, right?
Come
Get
on,
on
go
the
ahead.
mic though. They can
I'm
hear you.
fine.
What are
Say
we
it.
talking about?
Yeah.
Say it. Well, Kirk asked everyone to do a little extra
Oh,
pictures
the
video.
blowjob
to-
thing.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Their video was going to be a faux
Roadhead.
roadhead video, which would have been fucking awesome. You guys should have gone. You
We
know
were
what?
trying to live and make it though. We were bare knuckling.
Yeah.
We're white knuckling the whole
I know,
time.
I only
And
treat
when we got
once
behind
I've
the
had a couple drinks.
We got behind the snowplow, and I literally turned to her and said, "This is roadhead video time," and we're just like, "But we just need a break." It was a fucking tough road up here.
14 hours.
It was dirty
But
business.
sometimes scary roadhead can be the best
It
roadhead.
is.
So on the ride home,
You got
just
hooked
think
up,
about it.
roadhead.
Think about it for the ride home.
Yes.
That's all.
I feel like you're gonna have to say something dumb. I can't knock you out on that note. Say
That's
something
it.
worse.
Oh,
Say Steve's a great guy or something.
oh, I fucking love.
I
I
love
hugged
Steve.
Steve today.
All right, you've been knocked out. Get the fuck out of here.
Steven Meg walked in.
Knocked out.
Big hug. Love those guys.
Thank you guys.
Have you guys met Meg?
Who's Meg?
Who's Meg?
Oh,
I have no idea.
Oh,
wicked cute.
You'll meet her tomorrow.
How long have we been going, just? An hour?
Oh, I have no idea.
All right, who's next?
all right, man.
All right, man, get up here.
I don't know. What's up?
Lauren. I'm not drinking. Eat some wings. I'm a goddamn
I don't eat on
vegetarian.
camera. No.
All right, man.
Hello. Are these those toxic wings?
I want to talk about this first. Lauren Lynn doesn't eat on camera. I feel like there's a stigma that women deal with. Let's all talk about a serious issue here.
This
Yeah.
is serious. Yeah.
All right, Minahan, what's going on?
Not much.
You look very casual. I like this.
Yeah.
You look very cool right now.
All right, thanks.
It's been a long day.
Appreciate it.
How'd you get up here?
TJ Hubbard and I came up.
Okay.
We.
TJ.
Where's TJ?
Gift Master Hubbard.
I drove up from the South Shore, met up in Portland, and then we braved the elements.
Is that weird? Like, for me, that would be so weird, just meeting strangers, but did you know them?
It's
or-
odd because like we've only met in person like twice.
Yeah.
But we talk. I'd say we talk every day.
That is true. Oh,
It's
you guys
odd.
talk.
Yeah,
you
like-
do
like-
too, right?
Yeah.
Well, not for like every day, pretty much. So it's kind of a weird existence, just like meeting people for the first time. Like Jack's Abbey, we met a lot of people, but it is kind of. I thought it was kind of weird, but it's nice to like get to know people. I feel like I've known these people for months because I have it just we're just not in person.
This is for all three of you. Do you consider, like, where do you rank when you if, say there's a Minifan you never met, like, you know, maybe you two have never met each other before tonight or whatever. do you guys rank each other as actual friends? You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get inside that mindset where it's like, you guys talk all the time.
It's weird.
But it's like, are you
I don't know, because
friends,
I've
or-
never been in that kind of situation before.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah,
don't,
no.
I don't think of it like...
I
don't
think when you have a common likeness, when you have a common piece of real estate, that we're all in the Kirk Minahan world.
Hey, everyone, shut the fuck up!
Yeah, motherfuckers!
Jesus Christ!
So when
Justin is regulating.
Justin's
I like
not
it.
happy.
I like it.
when we do get together, I feel a sense of camaraderie that I've never felt before. It's a special thing, the fact that we have this world that we're all in, and we meet each other and we shake hands, and it's a genuine fucking connected. We're connected immediately. And to put a face to the names is cool, but I don't even need it. The fact that we all have this soul that all meets in the same place is pretty fucking good. And when we do meet, it's very easy.
Yeah,
It's easy.
it's just an extension of the conversation we have every day.
Yeah.
It's just in person, so it's kind of cool because,
Because
just
I
seeing
would
a
think
person.
of someone as my friend is someone who, if something serious was going on in my life, I would share that information with, or something bad happens in my life. And being, some of these people on Twitter, I talk about myself personally a little bit. So I would consider some people in this community my friends. Yeah.
But it is.
Well, when we heard Lauren was broken down, we're like, where is she?
We have to say,
let's go fucking get her. It's like that's how it is,
Camaraderie
and
is what it is, yeah.
that's all these broken people. Kirk is the ultimate broken person, and we all relate to him. And I think we all have this like sense of let's help each other out. Whether it's a nice word here or there. Who's the guy that had the fucking kid with the kidney problem?
I don't think he's here.
I know he's not here. No, I know he's not.
Who are we talking about?
Yeah, B-Merch.
B-Merch?
B-Merch
B-Merch
sucks.
It's
sucks.
funny that it's the name of someone you hate, and we're like, let's all feel sympathy for this man.
He can't be here because his kid's going through something serious.
Yes.
And what I read was all these guys fucking around, talking about nonsense, and the second they heard this guy had an issue with his kid, everyone was like, encouragement, prayers, thoughts. It's like the real fucking heart comes through in those moments, and you're like, wow, we're a fucking family.
No, I agree.
Yeah, this is what you get when I don't talk, huh?
So, yeah, you get good passion. I'm
Excellent.
sorry to hear about me, Mom, by the
Yeah,
way.
right?
I
Oh,
did
go
sign the
fuck
card,
it.
yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Patrick was nice enough to come around the card.
And when there's a fake death, we fucking harp on it and we joke about it. It's fake cancer, real cancer, fake death. We can laugh. We laugh in the face
She's died
of fucking
7
death.
times since that show
It's been
happened,
far
so.
too many.
Yeah, I mean, but
Incest,
She's doing
death,
maybe
cancer.
next time will be it. We can only hope.
I see why would you hope? We can all. I don't mind
We
if
can
you.
only hope it ends
If you
soon.
don't care, it's fine. Why would you? Why would you hope?
You took that to a weird place.
It's fine to not care about. Ari Minahan's got his hat turned up with the Barstool logo on the front of the hat. It makes me wonder. How do the Minifans feel about Barstool right now?
Where is Barstool?
That's what I'm wondering. That is what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. Do we care or no?
I've never been really big on bars.
No?
You know what?
No.
No, I look at it like this.
Go ahead.
Barstool has this huge fucking universe. And Kirk joined and immediately fucking ran to the front of the fucking track. And you think that Barstool would grab onto that. They don't care. They don't promote.
It's weird.
And we don't fucking need them. We don't need them. I mean, I think Erica Nardini is on board.
Well, she hates me, but all right.
I don't think she does. That's faux hate. It's faux hate like a tofurkey.
Okay.
But I think that if Barstool knew what they had, they would fucking glom onto it. Because this is a fucking skyrocket that we have here.
Well,
More
look
than anything else, our fans, our people are mine. I'm one of them. We are a loyal fucking group. We buy merchandise. We show up places. We traverse fucking death conditions. All to fucking show up for fucking one crew, the Kirk Minahan Show.
But you think they would know by now? Like Portnoy is well aware of the show, like yeah. But Portnoy is familiar with Kirk. He was familiar with them beforehand. You would think that he knows the numbers. Erica knows the numbers. Why wouldn't they just attach themselves to him, or do you think it has to do with the Penn National acquisition? I know that you were public enemy #1 for a while. Now you could have negated a $450 million deal. Which I was privately rooting
the most
for,
dangerous
I gotta say,
most dangerous man in America.
Strange that Erica Nardini would attack the disability of a stockholder.
Oh!
I currently own stock.
Wow, that's a bad move.
Yes, but no, I mean I'm an easy punching bag, obviously. But with that shit, like, I get it to an extent. Like, Kirk's show is gonna ruffle feathers. Like, Barstool has a deal with Major League Baseball. Then you go and listen to the Kirk Minahan show, and they got Nick Francona on.
I was also wondering if like Penn Gaming would ever allow a show to publicly go after a sports team. Now that sports betting's like becoming bigger,
it's gonna be interesting.
I find it hard to believe that they would have like welcome a vendetta.
It's gonna be interesting, but you know what? The message that I got is that for at least Portnoy and Erica and Big Cat are only here for X amount of who knows how long they'll be with the company. But the understanding that I came to is they look at these shows as, like, they look at the Kurt Minahan shows, hey, they bring in men, 25 to 40 or whatever the fuck the demographic is, and they say, these are guys that gamble. So they'll come to a casino. I don't give a fuck what the podcast is talking about. They'll come to a casino and spend their money. So hopefully that's kind of the case. Hopefully Barstool looks at it that way. I don't know that they do. I think there's going to be some problems with that going forward. But I mean, as long as Portnoy run things, and his philosophy is you can talk about it in the podcast, just don't write about it on a blog. I don't think we're going to give a fuck. Now, Rick may face some legal obligations because he will get sued for putting that Barstool logo on his wall and then charging us all money to drink here. That Portnoy will have his ass for that in about 5 minutes. So Big Rick is facing some litigation. But me on the other hand, I'm staying out of it. R.A. Minette, anything else?
Kevin, I have to ask, have you ever seen Trailer Park Boys?
Because he looks like the guy? Because he looks exactly like the fucking guy. We all know what you're talking about.
I have to ask.
I have not seen it, but I've seen the fucking the bits and pieces, and it is
uncanny.
I would say uncanny is a good word.
Unflatteringly uncanny.
I think it's very flattering, but
yes.
Okay.
Lauren, anything else?
No, it's good.
Now what do we say? Should we call up another person? Or I feel like we kind of done. Call up another person?
Do one more. Why not?
All right, who's up next, Justin?
Let's go, Big Rick.
Oh, Big Rick at the. Of course, is how we have to close out. Big Rick, get up.
Where is he?
Big Rick. Oh, Big Rick. You've been knocked out already.
Big Rick. 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 Big Rick.
It's the most chanting I've ever done in my life.
How are you, buddy?
Great. How are you? Everything good, guys? Everyone having a good day? We're lucky we got a real good staff here.
Thank you for housing the Minifans. You've been awesome.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
What did you think when you first heard that the Minifans were coming?
I thought I had to start a Twitter account, and I really dreaded it.
How's Twitter been going?
Great. My phone went from last night, 7 o'clock, till today with about 5,000 notifications.
Is Stacy a bigger star than you?
By far.
Does that hurt you at all?
Yeah, are you okay with
No,
it?
I'm fine.
All right.
I don't like the limelight. We're good.
What's a normal night in Madawaska?
Cool
like a normal Friday night.
Friday night in the winter snowmobiles, an older crowd. Yeah.
Have we advanced what the norm would be?
100%. You guys are true. None of you guys will ever forget this night. You traveled here. You went through the worst of worst storms. I mean, it's amazing to see your
dedication. Let me rephrase that, Rick. They'll all forget this, including me.
Well, that's my job to get that.
So in Madawaska, everyone that comes in here on a typical night, do you know them? That's what I'm most curious about. Like, are we an outlier?
Well, that guy.
85% of my business travels here. They're tourists, they're out of towners. So
Oh, like snowmobilers
yeah,
and shit?
snowmobilers,
Yeah.
people from surrounding areas and such. So no, we know some, but not all.
All right.
Is this the biggest cult you've dealt with?
Definitely.
But isn't
God
there,
bless us all.
Isn't there a cult like 40 miles, not even 10 miles away from it?
I'm not sure. We'll leave it at that.
No comment, sir.
Rick is afraid. Has this cult silenced you?
It is.
Rick is afraid of this cult.
No, not at all. But not one
But
bit.
could we take them?
Fair enough. It's
Like
up
with
to you.
Lauren Lynn as our leader, could we
Sure.
take them?
In a gang fight.
I got it.
It's up to you.
Or a gang bang. Let me ask you this. Would you be pleased if this was an annual thing?
I think it would be amazing for our town and to bring this
Amazing
back.
for our town! Amazing for Iowa! Amazing for Madawaska!
Do you think Kirk Minahan deserves the key to the city that he's getting? Key to the town, rather?
I don't know if he wants it right now. We're kind of having a hard time as a town. So if he wants it,
Oh, you think
he could probably make it a
he
little
should,
better for
he
us.
should
I'm
separate
in.
himself from this?
I'd give it to him.
All right, I'll let him know.
We love hard times. It's fine.
All right, Big Rick. Anything you want? Anything you
I
guys
just
want to
want to
ask
say
Big
thank
Rick?
you guys. Thank you for everything. I went and had this done for you guys. So please sign it. It's gonna go back with these guys to your show. I had this made
Absolutely,
up for you guys,
yeah.
so you can see where all your fans came from. And
Yeah.
like I said, thank you guys. And my staff thanks you.
No,
and we
thank you,
appreciate
man.
the business. So enjoy yourselves. We're open till 1 a.m.
All right. All right, guys. We'll assess at some point on the show how much I embarrassed myself. But what do you guys think? Kevin from Bristol, Lauren Lynn, how do you think we did here?
Go ahead,
Oh,
Lauren.
the live atmosphere it's very exciting. I was nervous, but this is fun. This is nice.
Lauren Lynn,
Yeah.
what are the odds we get a Lady Minifan show? Was that put to a... I was kind of an executive producer here, and everyone said, go fuck yourself. no one wants to do it. What are the odds we actually get it done?
Well, we just established a Lady Minifan private chat, so
Okay.
that's very exciting.
I think this broad could be on it if she's been yelling the whole time. You know?
She's in the chat.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
so,
good.
All the ladies, come on.
So is it going to happen or no?
The girl behind you,
Well, we
Allison.
need someone who knows how to do YouTube-esque
So if there's a lady that knows what they're doing production-wise, get out.
Yes.
Get out there.
This is Allison,
The
this is
Lady
Allison right
Minifans
here.
need. All right.
She stepped right up. Allison stepped right the fuck up.
All right.
Allison stepped, without even being asked, Allison stepped right the fuck up. I mean, that is like...
Without being asked or wanted.
Of course.
Kevin from Bristol, any final words?
I will say this. I'm impressed by the dedication, the love, the commitment, the loyalty. This world is a fucking... a mishmash of fucking oddity, fucking pieces of nonsense. But when we get together, we're powerful, we're fucking... we're loyal, we're strong. It's a good group. We're the best. We're the best.
Kevin is passionate
Beautiful
today.
words. I feel like we're pieces of shit. We're the best pieces of shit in the world. When we get together, we can make a difference. What is that?
We're all in Madawaska.
We're all in Madawaska. Who the fuck comes here? I mean, the fact that we did this just shows this is a fucking family that's to be reckoned with.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just cut all that out, and I think we got a decent show.
There you go.
I'll see you on the ice tomorrow. Thank you for coming to Mike and The Minifans. Goodbye, everybody.